For a variety of reasons, the majority of individuals who live with the major depressive disorder do not seek help. One reason is that these individuals may not be aware of available treatment options. Another reason is that one may think that they're just sad, not depressed. Appetite, weight, and sleeping pattern changes are only some of the signs of depression that you should not ignore. If you're looking for more signs of depression, stay tuned and keep on watching this video. Before we move on, a like would be awesome. Number 1. Appetite and weight changes. Eating too much or too little can indicate depression. Some people turn to food for comfort, while others lose their appetite or eat less due to low mood. These changes in food intake can cause a person to gain or lose weight. They can also affect mood and energy levels. There may also be physiological factors at play. For example, there is a link between excess body fat and increased inflammation in the body. This in turn may play a role in the development or severity of depression symptoms. Number 2. Changes in sleep habits. There is a strong connection between mood and sleep. A lack of sleep can contribute to depression, and depression can make it more difficult to sleep. Chronic sleep deprivation can contribute to depression. This may be due to neurochemical changes in the brain. However, sleeping more than usual can also be a sign that a person may have depression. Number 3. Alcohol or drug use. Some people with mood disorders may use alcohol or drugs to help them cope with negative emotions, such as sadness, loneliness, or hopelessness. Number 4. Negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is an inner dialogue that is damaging and self-critical. Many people with depression experience negative self-talk and default to harmful critical thoughts towards themselves. Although there is limited research on the long-term effects of negative self-talk, research has found that it has harmful effects on well-being and cognitive function. Number 5. Fatigue. Feeling excessively tired is a common symptom of depression. Some research suggests that more than 90% of people with depression experience fatigue. Although everyone feels tired from time to time, people who have severe or persistent tiredness, especially if it accompanies other symptoms, may have hidden depression. Number 6. Forced happiness. Sometimes people refer to hidden depression as smiling depression. The reason for this is that people who hide their symptoms may ensure that their face appears happy while in the company of others. However, it can be difficult to keep up with this forced happiness and positivity. Over time, the mask may slip and a person may show signs of sadness, hopelessness, or loneliness. Number 7. Less optimistic than others. There is a theory that people with depression may display a trait called depressive realism. This means that they may be more accurate in their view of events and the control they have over those events than people without depression. Being more realistic or pessimistic than others may be one sign of depression, especially if the person has other possible symptoms of depression. Number 8. Loss of concentration. When a person trails off during conversations or loses their train of thought, this can indicate issues with memory and concentration. Such issues are common symptoms of depression. These difficulties with concentration and focus can worsen the social impact of depression by making work life and personal relationships more challenging. This can significantly affect a person's social life, return to work, and workplace productivity. Number 9. Disinterest in hobbies. The National Institute of Mental Health lists a loss of interest or pleasure in hobbies and activities as one of the telltale symptoms of depression. Disinterest in activities that a person used to enjoy can be one of the first signs that other people notice when their loved one has depression. Number 10. Physical pains and health disorders. Depression is a mental health condition, but it can also have physical consequences. In addition to weight changes and fatigue, other physical symptoms of hidden depression to look out for include backache, chronic pain conditions, digestive problems, headache. Number 11. Personality differences. Some people with hidden depression experience personality changes. They may become more quiet and withdrawn, or they may be angry and irritable. Many people do not associate anger and irritability with depression, but these mood changes are not unusual among those with the condition. Instead of appearing sad, some people with hidden depression may display irritability and overt or suppressed anger. Number 12. Low sex drive. Some healthcare professionals consider changes in sex drive a key indicator when diagnosing episodes of depressive symptoms. More severe depression is associated with more severe sexual dysfunction. This dysfunction included trouble with sexual function, desire, and satisfaction. There are several reasons why a person's libido might decrease when they have depression. These include loss of interest in pleasurable activities such as sex, fatigue and low energy levels, low self-esteem. Number 13, thoughts of death or suicide. A person with depression may think more about death and dying. They may also think about suicide and how they could end their life. The term for this is suicidal ideation. Sometimes a person may tell others about these thoughts. If someone is talking about death or suicide, this could be their way of asking for help, and it is vital to seek assistance right away. Depression is a common but serious condition that can be life-threatening. Not every person who thinks about suicide will attempt it. However, if someone mentions suicide, it's important either to contact a doctor or to help the person seek urgent medical care. Diagnosis. Having just one of the symptoms above does not mean that a person has depression. For instance, other health issues and some medications can cause weight gain or insomnia. However, people who have multiple symptoms and are concerned about depression should contact a doctor to discuss their mental health. There is no single test that can diagnose depression. Usually, a medical professional will evaluate a person's symptoms and their personal and family medical history to make a diagnosis. They may also use specialized questionnaires and screening tools. Common causes of depression. Scientists do not yet know the exact cause of depression. However, many experts think that several factors play a role in its onset, including genetics. Depression can run in families. Having a close relative with the condition can raise a person's risk of developing it. Biological and chemical differences. Physical changes or chemical imbalances in the brain may contribute to the development of depression. Hormones. Hormonal changes or imbalances in the body may cause or trigger depression. For example, many people experience postpartum depression after giving birth. Trauma or stress. Periods of high stress, traumatic events, or major life changes can trigger an episode of depression in some people. Personality traits. Having low self-esteem or being pessimistic, for example, may increase the risk of depression. Other illnesses. Having another mental or physical health condition or taking certain medications can increase the risk of depression. What to do if you think you have hidden depression? People who believe that they may have hidden depression should contact a doctor or mental health professional. These professionals can help make a diagnosis and recommend a course of treatment. Other steps to manage depression might include reducing stress, such as through meditation, deep breathing exercises, or yoga. Improving self-esteem through positive self-affirmations. Socializing with others, although this can be challenging with depression. Engaging in activities that the person used to enjoy. Exercising regularly. Eating a balanced diet. Asking family or friends for support. Joining a support group. What to do if a loved one has hidden depression? If a loved one appears to have signs of hidden depression, a person can try to talk with them about their symptoms and offer non-judgmental support and advice. Supportive actions include encouraging the person to seek treatments, offering to accompany them to appointments, planning enjoyable activities together, exercising together, encouraging them to socialize with others. People looking after someone with depression also need to practice good self-care to preserve their own mental well-being. When to contact a doctor? If a person suspects that they may have depression, they should contact a doctor. Effective treatment can manage the symptoms and prevent them from getting worse. Resources are also available to help people find medical care for mental health conditions. These include National Institute of Mental Health (NIMH) Trusted Source, Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration (SAMHSA). People can also contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Depression is a treatable mental health condition that can cause a range of symptoms. Anyone who is concerned that they or a loved one is experiencing symptoms of depression should speak with a doctor as soon as possible. Proper care for depression can significantly improve quality of life and even be life-saving. We hope that this video has helped anyone watching this learn more about depression. Let us know what you want to learn next in the comments below.